Hello, this is me, Nicholas, also known as Franz the Executioner, and I'm going to be sharing, honestly, my biggest regret in my life. And this is honestly the biggest regret that I have. And I'm sharing it because I don't want anyone else to end up in this situation. I want to inspire people, and I want people to speak up in the right moments. Because I didn't speak up in the right moment when I should have. So growing up, I was raised by an adopted family that was not only emotionally but also physically and psychologically abusive, neglective, showed no love, hurt me in so many countless ways. And really did a lot of damage internally, and it didn't help. I regret not speaking up to those therapists that came in my home when I was a child and asked me, is your family abusing you, emotionally or physically, or any of that? I said no, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything because I was afraid. My mom and dad would always tell me that if I spoke up about that, they would either tell the authorities that I was lying and scapegoat me, which scared me because they constantly did that when I spoke up. And it was bad because I was honest in what I was saying. And they would also tell me that I would be taken away and be put through worse. And I was genuinely scared growing up by those two things, which probably weren't even true. I probably, if I spoke up, they would have been held accountable. If I spoke up, I probably would have been put in a foster home or able to have other supports and supportive people that truly did want to care for me and not be abusive. And the kind of abuse my parents have done is pretty bad. They physically abused me. My mother would throw things at me growing up. She would throw garbage pails at me, saying that I'm a piece of trash and I bring trash into her home. She would tell me to shove a sword up my A word, which hurt. And she would call me a freak show. She would call me weird, strange. She would make fun of my looks if I wanted to look different. She'd say I look like I belong in a circus. And my father would do similar things. My father often cornered me. It locked me in rooms or just shut himself off from me and locked me in one floor of the house, the first floor, and ignored me and locked the door so I couldn't contact him. And when I would bang on the door to try to communicate, because he's not answering me when I talk nicely, he would come down, corner me, and if I defended myself, he would beat me and hurt me more. It was bad. My parents often got angry when I just wanted to enjoy learning about medieval history or collect knives as just a hobby growing up in their own home. And since it was in their home, they would take anything from me that had to do with medieval history, no matter what the item was, and break it in front of me and throw it out. which is why medieval stuff is so important to me today. I'm so grateful to have it and live on my own. I regret not ever speaking up. And because I didn't speak up, I'm in a situation now where I do live on my own, but I can't go no contact because I don't have the supports otherwise. I want so badly to get rid of them in my life. Like, I don't want them in my life. I wish I could go no contact. I wish I could get out of this situation where I don't have to rely on them. But I can't. I don't have anyone else. And it's so painful because they're still emotionally abusive and neglective to this day. They never take accountability. They constantly put everything onto me, ask for apologies when I've done nothing wrong. Like, for example, my father got me Annie's mac and cheese, right? He accidentally got the wrong one, which it happens. I'm not mad at him. I told him, well, you got the wrong one by accident, not mad. Just for future reference, get the original and not the 6-gram protein. That's exactly what I told him. But instead of taking accountability and humbling himself and just moving on, he then accused me of being nasty and having a tone and being angry. But I wasn't. He just doesn't want to humble himself. He's a narcissist, and it's even little things like that. That's just little stuff. There's other stuff that they've done that are much bigger, much more serious than this. But what boils down to is I don't wish anyone to go through what I keep going through with my parents. I try to have as little contact as possible. I don't want to rely on them, but I have no other way to rely on them for very few things because I don't have anyone else in my life. It's so painful. So if you're in a situation where the state comes to you, speak up. Don't do what I did growing up. Because I didn't speak up and I'm still somewhat in that situation. Very little bit, not to the full extent. But my parents don't respect my boundaries. They constantly are judgmental. They hate people. They're very hateful people. They hate anyone who is different. They hate anyone who is part of the LGBT community. They hate anyone who has a different way of self-expression. They hate anyone who enjoys unconventional or different things, and they are mean, especially if it's their child liking those things. And I just hope that people see this. And maybe if people have ideas of where I could get support for this, because I don't know. I've tried making friends, but because I am different and I look different, I need straightforward communication to people. And a lot of people are not in a place to do that, or not in their own place where they are emotionally mature. Often I struggle to find friendships. And I've tried, but I'm struggling on connecting with people. And I know I don't have that support right now, which I really long for that. I long to be treated with respect. I long to feel truly wanted and have someone who is supportive in my life. But I just haven't found that yet. And I just hope to find that someday. and be able to go completely no contact with my abusive adopted family, because I'm tired of it. And this is not a negative video pointing out that the whole world is negative. There's good and bad everywhere. I know that. And there are good people out there. I know that. But they're hard to find. And that's very true. Like, subscribe, leave a nice comment, and have a great day, everyone. Peace.